everyone, welcome back. It is December 23rd. It is Friday. With that being said, I'm back to show you very late, but better late than never, my bills for December of 2022, y'all, and I'm also going to show you my debt update. Now, with this being said, I'm going to try really hard to do some research and drag some of these bills down. I'm not really liking some of these prices. $3,216 this month for my bills. Oh, Lord have mercy. This doesn't even include Christmas, y'all. Just glad that I did sinking funds for Christmas this year and had it already ready to go because we'd be in some trouble if I didn't. So, here's what's going on. Rent. Rent is $750. My fingers are crossed that this landlord does not try to raise my rent. But with that being said, $750 is rent. My electric was questionable this month. It said $190. I paid $200. But if you don't remember me telling you, I've had a headache with doing the budget billing. For those of you on budget billing, listen very closely. When you are given the amount that you are to pay for budget billing, it is not the whole amount of what you are going to owe. Everything that you don't pay is put on the rears to you, and at the end of the 12 months, they slap you with a big old bill saying, hey, you need to pay the difference because when your bill was $300 and you were only paying $120 because your budget billing was $120 every month, that extra money just went on the back portion of the pay bill, and at the end of the 12 months, you're going to be left with a pretty substantial amount. Now, I am going to rectify this next month. I am walking into the electric company. They will not talk to me on the phone. They're claiming I put a passcode on my account. Y'all, if I put a passcode on my account, I'd know what it is. And I said, no, I did not. And I am blind. And they'll take me an Uber to go there and back. And she said, ma'am, I'm sorry, we can't talk to you. Well, that's fine, sweetheart. Because when I walk in, I'm talking to your supervisor and I'm bypassing you next month. So we have some pretty nasty people that answer our electric company phones, and I'm not sure who they're dealing with, but when they deal with me that way, I'm going to fire back on them. So here's the deal. It said that I only owed $190, but when I looked at what was due for the month, it said I had a $54 credit, that I owed nothing. But I looked at the bill and it said $190, and I'm like, no, we're not going to play this game. I'm paying $200, and I did that. Now, if you remember me telling you that I was in the rears due to budget billing and only paying the minimum I needed to do, over $700 was going to have to be shored up and paid. That's gone. It's not even on there no more. There's like nothing. Like, what the hell? I'm not seeing it anywhere. I'm not seeing it on my statement. I'm not seeing it on the internet. And so I'm going to take my statement in and I'm going to show them and I'm going to say, where the hell did this go? Because you're not going to hit me at this at a later time. I want to know where the hell it's at. So I did pay $200. I don't know what's going on. Now they're saying I've got a credit of $250. I think I want to say $54, $56. I don't know. I'll find out. I'll let you guys know because I'm walking in there next month and it's not going to be very nice. I don't mind negotiating things. I do mind if you're rude to me. If you're rude, well, you know, I'm going to dish it back out 10 times full. But I'll speak with a supervisor to get through and figure out what's going on. My gas was doubled, y'all. My gas bill usually runs about $70, and again, I'm on budget billing. I will refuse to do that. Come February, I'm going to make sure I pay off what I owe in the rears for gas because of budget billing. It's like $365 right now. But my gas came in at $140 this month. There was like no past budget billing thing going on. It was, you owe $140, and that's the way it is. I'm going to pull off budget billing for the electric and the gas. I just want to pay what's due on a monthly basis. I don't want any playing around, jerking me around, or any of this crap. So that's what I plan to do, but that's what I did pay. My Xfinity is sitting at $220. I'm going to speak with them about getting that lowered. In fact, I'm going to threaten to leave the internet with them and move to somebody else. I have the pole in the very back left-hand corner of my house, and they're claiming I'm the farthest from the pole, and I have got the, excuse my language, shittiest internet on the planet, and I'm paying $110 for it. It's unlimited upload, download speed, unlimited this, unlimited that. It's supposed to have the fastest on the network. And y'all, they keep saying, you're the farthest from the pole. I said, you guys been telling me this for 12 years. Do you see that pole in the backyard? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, that's the pole. Go figure it out. So I'm going to be looking also into a new security company. I'm going to get rid of Xfinity if I can find a lower price. Same thing with the internet. I will keep the cable with Xfinity because that actually is really good. Verizon cost me a pretty penny, y'all. It cost me $404 this month, and I'll break it down in my debt update because I had to get the new phone, so I had to pay a little extra. I wanted to pay the fees and taxes up front and things of that nature. So my bill was $240. But here's what I'm going to do. When you see my debt update, I'm going to start paying off things so I can move, and hopefully I'm going to look it up and see if we're in the realm for Mint Mobile, because this is ridiculous what we're starting to pay for Verizon, and they're starting to hike up their prices again. Groceries was $800 I pushed aside. Y'all saw what I did with that. Self is $150 a month. I am out of the Self Credit Builder program in March. I will have completed the whole year, never being late on a payment. In fact, I'm 2 days early every single time, and I will have done that program. But I think I'm going to redo another $150 every month for another 12 months. I was told you could do this program more than once. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I'll check it out. If so, and they let me put that same amount on the Self credit card that I have, because periodically they'll give you the option to increase your limit based on how much you keep putting into the Self credit every single month. Mine's $150. It's the highest tier that you can use. We'll see what's going on there. My Affirm was actually $118, but I put $120 just to round it up for a nicer number. My Klarna was actually $30, but I paid $60. It's 4 installments every 2 weeks, and I wanted to make sure that December was fully covered, so I put $60. I've got $60 left to pay, and that will come out in January. I'll just pay it on the 3rd and be done with it. That was for my convection toaster oven / air fryer. I will be doing a review on that because this thing is a game changer in our house. Uber cost me $25 this month because of Danya being sick, and I had to pick her up twice from school. I had to pick her up once. Let me reframe that. I had to take her to school once, and then I had to pick her up once. So 2 round trips. That's $25. Amazon was $0. Netflix you're going to see on here again because my kids all twisted my arm. This includes my 24-year-old daughter, who is not able to assist in helping me pay for Netflix right now. Otherwise, I'd be taking not half. I'd take a fourth from her, but it's ridiculous to even do that. So Netflix is back on. Jessica, Philip, Danya, and my daughter Tori all watch Netflix. So I'm not going to fight over who's got the screen and who wants what. And for Philip to even have it on his Oculus headset, he has to have the highest definition, which is the highest HD. So that's back on. But here's what I have done. You're going to see WW down here. You're going to see Audibles, and you're going to see Canva Pro. WW, I canceled today. I'm not liking how they keep bouncing around with this program. They keep constantly changing things. Now I'm at 23 points, and I'm just done and over it. So I canceled that today, and my last payment came out this month, and I will not have to do anything. So I'm going to recoup that $22.95, which is basically $23. That's pretty much what Netflix is taking the place of now. I have also canceled Audibles for $15.99 a month, which is $16. I have plenty of titles on there, y'all. I've got to finish reading what I have on there because I have got a ton. So I'm going to get caught up, read all that. But then I switched over to our Mid-Continental Library, and I punched in the library code in there that we have on the back of the library card. And I am now doing free, y'all, free books from the library. Okay, and I get 21 days to listen to the book, and then the title goes back to the next person who wants to listen to it. So if you don't have the money to do Audibles, you can definitely check into your local library, get yourself a library card, and y'all, you can avoid going to and from the library if you can get your titles on the Audible system. I didn't think about that until I saw Lisa Marie Budgets the other day was talking about having her titles done through the Audible services at her local library. Mine has that as well. I don't have the same book that she has that I want to get, but with that being said, I am choosing to read some financial books. I'll keep you updated on what I'm doing and some extra titles. I don't want to have to go to and from the library all the time, y'all, because it's about a $30 round trip for me in Uber. It's about $15 to get there and $15 to get home, just to drop off books and pick new books up. So I'm going to talk to a couple of different ladies to see what I can do to maybe either see if there's a service that can actually drop them off to me or something like that, or if there is a mailing service going back and forth. I'm going to figure something out because I can't do it because I'm blind, and that's just too much. Canva Pro is getting canceled this month. I did go ahead and pay the $14, but I'm going to go ahead and cancel Canva Pro. So Those are things that are getting canceled. And again, the WW canceling that is just literally going to be taking the place. That's going to be out, and then what's going to be put in is the Netflix every single month. So, all right. So, let's talk about my debt, y'all. Yeah, let's talk about this. So, with this being said, this is a little junked up, and I apologize, but my handwriting absolutely sucks, and I'll be the first one to say it. But then again, if you're blind and you can write better than me, I want you to tell me this. So, okay. Here is what my debt is standing. Before anything went out on December 3rd, it was at $3,909.99. I put in $479 worth of payments, and now my debt going into January is, what is it? I don't know. It is did I do that right? Yeah. $3,430.99. And you would think that I'd be down here looking at all this, but y'all, I'm on my CCTV. You can see this. I cannot. So let's talk about my debts here. They're not very big. They're not very like, oh my gosh, if I don't pay this off, I'm gonna have a problem. I had to get a new iPhone. Y'all know this. My iPhone crapped out just a week before I was going to Tunisia. Of course it will. So instead of paying off my iPhone that was $233.20, what they did is they had me pay off Philip's iPhone, which was sitting at $54. I was like, okay. So I paid off that amount, and they took my amount that I had for my iPhone SE, and they shoved it onto his account. So that's why his is now saying $233.20, because that was originally what my payments were left on my iPhone SE. I ended up getting an iPhone 13, 128 gigabyte. I'm planning on possibly shoving that to my son in the future and letting him have that, because I need more than 128 gigabyte, y'all. I want more. So, but for right now, I'm okay with where I'm at. So my iPhone was I wish it was 100. It was $709.99. I paid $164 because I needed to pay taxes on that bad boy. So I did that. And you saw that my bill was a little bit hyped up as well on my phone bill. And I also had to pay a $30 activation fee, which I think is crap. If you're with them and you're upgrading your phone, you should never have to pay an activation fee. That's just my idea. There should be a loyalty program for that. But every time you upgrade, they want you to pay the activation fee. And that's just BS, because if you activate it at home, where the hell are they getting the $30 charge to you? I don't know. So that put my iPhone, I don't know. I forgot. I didn't write it down. It was 500 and something. It's 500 and something. You guys can see it's here at the top. I didn't write it down, so I don't have it on my CCTV right now. Philip's iPhone, which was my current balance because I paid off his iPhone, it was $233.20. I paid the $20, and that came off. It's down to $213. Now, with these iPhones and these other devices, my daughter Danya has a Galaxy phone because she's a Google baby. And she's a Samsung Google baby. And Jessica has her iPad. They have 0 APR. There's no annual percentage rate. So whatever comes off, whatever I pay is exactly what comes off. And as soon as that thing's down and ready to go, then they'll be off being paid for. And I'll just pay for something else. I'll tell you here in a minute what I'm talking about. So Danya's phone was at $632. I only made the minimum payment, which was $12. It's down to $622. She has the Galaxy 21, 22. I don't know. She's got the 21, I think. Donnie? Is it 21 or 22? 21. I keep forgetting, y'all. She's got the Galaxy 21 FE 256 gigabyte phone. I bought that for her 13th birthday. So here's what she's got going on here. She was at $632. I only made the $12 payment this time around. She's at $622. Jessica's iPad was at $557. I paid $15, which is the minimum, and now she's down to $552. Now let me explain something about her iPad. She has a 9th generation 256 gigabyte iPad. What they don't tell you on Verizon is it looks really great that you're paying $15 for the iPad, but you have to have an iPad Wi-Fi service on it. Her iPad is not cell data capable, but they slam you with a bill to make you pay for the Wi-Fi capability on there. I'm going to talk to them a little bit because I think that's a little shady to do, because I'm also paying like $20 a month on top of the $15. The $20 is to pay for the Wi-Fi capability, which, hello, in my house, she should just have it when she logs into my Xfinity Wi-Fi, but I don't know what's going on. I'm going to talk to them because I'm a little pissy about that still. So now she's down to $552. And then we're going to move down to my self-credit builder. To complete the program, I have $600 left. I am paying it until March because that is what it is, and it will show up on my credit report and say, hey, look, she's paid on time. She's paid 2 days early every month for the whole year. Yes. So at $600, I paid the $150, which is my amount that I have to pay, and it's down to $450. So with that being said, I keep getting a raise option on my self-credit every time I pay now. And I'm like, yes, because they gave me the self-credit card about 3 months into me paying down this program. And it started out, you can do the 3 lower programs is over like a 2-year period. The highest program, which is what I'm paying for, $150 a month, every month for 12 months, is a 1-year program. So it comes up to $1,800, but there is a small little fee associated with it on a monthly basis. Of course, there's going to be. But anyways, my credit limit on the self Visa card now is $1,200 and I think $75. So I have $450 left to pay off that program. That'll be done in March. I have been told, and I'm going to check into it, that you can restart the program again. Now, whether they give you another self-credit card or you can keep adding on to the one you have, I don't know. I'll touch base with them and come back and update you on that because I need to know. My Affirm account now is bounced back up to $1,178. I paid the minimum on everything, which is what I need to pay each month, which is $118. Now it's down to $1,060. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you about Affirm. You'll see a whole bunch of different things down here and a whole bunch of different accounts and how much each one costs. Y'all, it's ridiculously low on the percentage rate. My son's Oculus headset is like $2.30 extra per month, okay? And I did this over a 12-month program for him. You can choose different months. You can choose to pay it off in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months for different things. Every time you order something, whether it be through Amazon, whether it be through Walmart.com, whether it be through this, they've got so many stores on Affirm, it's not even funny. I mean, they've got stores on Affirm, okay? Hell, they even have Instacart on there, but be careful. If you decide you're going to get groceries and you're going to use Instacart or things of that nature, you have to pay that off in 4 payments every 2 weeks. That is not like the rest of these where it's like Walmart.com, Amazon, and all that. You can pay those off in a whole bunch of different type of months and style, and they lower the bill on that. Now, a lot of my clothes, now let me correct myself 2 times. A lot of my clothes are on here too, Amazon.com. For my clothing options that I showed you guys, did a clothing haul. Some things for the girls were on here as well. My son's Oculus headset's on here. Some things from Amazon is on here as well. Just a whole barrage of other things, right? But here's the deal. I only had to pay $118 a month, and currently that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to start knocking them off one by one. The one that has the lowest balance, I'll knock that off first, and then I'll go and do it again. Now, my credit on Affirm is $1,200 right now, and I'm showing a consistent. I'm paying everything on time. I've never been late, things of that nature, and that helped raise my credit score along with my self-credit builder. So, with that being said, the Affirm accounts, every time you do something with Affirm, they open up like another little tiny account, and it's real easy to follow because I go into my app and I'm like bing, 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 in like less than a minute. Being blind, less than a minute, I could pay all the accounts, and that you pay them singly. And you can choose to pay more money on the account if you want to, or less money. But the annual percentage rate for each one of these accounts is so ridiculously low. I think the highest one was $3.05 per month, and that was over a 6-month period, okay? So I'm paying less than $20 over a 6-month period for one account. That's ridiculously low, and I love it. So here's the correction I need to make. 2 corrections. I know. When I said that my husband's income is going to start being put into our income here shortly, and hopefully, I think I said because my income is high enough as it is, and he won't make what I make. It depends on his status, his levels, and things of that nature. But our base pay should come in right about between $7,000 and $7,500 a month. I think before, and I know I did it, I said $9,000 something. No, I wish the hell that her income would be at the $9,000 mark, but it wasn't. I totally miscalculated what I was saying and didn't catch myself on that video. So that's a correction that I need to make. And there was another correction, but now I just forgot about it. There was another correction I forgot. But there's a second correction. When I remember it, I will let you know. So that is what we have for our bills and our debt, and we're not really worried about this debt per se. It's not a very high debt. Oh, what I was going to tell you was on my student loans, because my credit score has gone up significantly, but it's not where it should be. I have a total permanent disability discharge from the United States government paperwork that says that all my loans have been 100% discharged and I am out. I owe nothing. On my credit report, it says the same thing. I owe nothing. Okay, this is $145,000 student loan. The reason for that is because of my sight. I cannot do anymore what I used to do because I don't have the vision. So it's not a play on me. Oh, well, you went and did this and you used all these student loans. And I didn't know that my sight was going to diminish this fast. I was told there was a possibility it could, but it was stabilized for so long. We were just like, wow. And then all of a sudden overnight, it went from 0 to 90% out of nowhere. So just so you know, it's called retinitis pigmentosa. For those of you who don't know, you can look it up. It's also called RP. That's what I have. So the problem with this is it's all on my credit report still, and I'm going to be in a fight with the United States government, apparently, because I'm going to send in a copy of that letter to all my credit reporters, and I'm going to talk to the student loan people as well, because if it's showing 0 and I owe nothing and I am totally discharged and I am free of all these loans, then why the hell is it still sitting on my credit report? It shouldn't even be there. If I don't owe you, it does not need to be there, and if I can fight it, I'm going to do it. So I am going to fight to do that. My credit score has gone up 17 points since the last time I mentioned it. The last time it was 605, 607, and 610, and that is ridiculously low. I have no other issues on my credit report at all. I am showing on-time payments, not a problem, and my credit score is going up. But once I can get those accounts off of my credit scores, I should go up significantly, I would think, because I don't owe anything. And yes, it shows nothing on the credit reports that I owe anything, but it needs to come off my credit, because if I'm not going to ever have to pay it back, which I have the paperwork to prove that, then I shouldn't have it on my credit report either. So anyways, that was something I wanted to let you guys know as well. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestion, please let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, I'm going to try to make some changes when it comes to my Wi-Fi and when it comes to certain things. As soon as I can pay off, the more I can pay off the phones, the faster I can move us to Mint Mobile. I was going to go through Xfinity, but you know what? If they got crappy Wi-Fi service and I'm paying $110 a month for that anyways, I might as well just do what everybody else is doing and get that Mint Mobile and do it for $15 per month. In fact, you can do Mint Mobile, from what I've been told. You can pay a whole year in advance at one big old taken off. So I'm going to move my mom and her husband to their own Verizon plan. Once I pull me and the kids off, they will still have their own phones. They will just have to create their own account. Same thing with my daughter and her boyfriend. They will still have their phones. Their payments will still be the same, but instead of them all giving me money to transfer into my account so I can pay their phone bill when I pay my phone bill, because everybody's on my plan, they can have their own, and then it'll be Danya, Jessica, and Danya, Philip, and me. Jesse will be able to have full access to the Wi-Fi here, and I won't have to pay for it, but me, Danya, and Philip will be literally like $45 a month. So that's what I got for you today. Again, questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, anything of that nature, throw them in the comment section down below. I wish everybody a very, very happy holiday. Please remember to keep your pets inside. It is blistering cold out. We are been sitting in the negative for a couple of days now, and our cold water pipes just froze in the kitchen. So yeah, happy holidays. Catch you in the next video. Without Limits Budgets is out.